welcome back. How's it feel?
Feels great. I mean, coming back to the city, just a lot of great memories. Excited to get going. So,
For you, your first training camp in Nashville, you scored the first goal of the preseason. How'd that go for you?
yeah, it went great. All in all, I think training camp went really well for me. Obviously, just wanted to showcase my speed, my tenacity, and I thought it all went well. Obviously, scoring in the first game, too, was good for the confidence, so I feel great.
When the trade went through early last year, you talked a lot, and you and I talked a lot about chance to have new eyeballs on you. And now, again, going to Nashville training camp, it's the first look that they've had of you. So it's exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. You know, obviously, really happy to have ended up in this organization. Obviously, the opportunity is there for me, and it was all positive up in Nashville for training camp and the feedback I got. So just excited for what's to follow.
Is it enough training camp, though? I mean, you guys, you've been at this for a while.
Yeah, I mean, this is my third year now, so I kind of know how things go. And at this time of the year, you know, you're just kind of chomping at the bit to start the season. And I think a lot of guys in our dressing room are in that same mindset and excited.
The nice thing is, though, like you got a game. You got to score in a game. You got to play against somebody else. I mean, you want those competitive juices going, and to hit somebody else that isn't in your locker room, that's a nice thing.
No, for sure. I think being able to play in those exhibition games just kind of gets your feet wet. You know, just the physicality and getting back into gameplay and things like that helps that much more. And I think being able to get those games and things like that before the season starts just kind of eases your way back into things, and it helps for sure.
Did you open some eyes, do you think? Do you think that you're definitely on the radar?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, leaving there, I had nothing but confidence in what was told to me, you know, leaving there. And I think I opened some eyes for sure. I showed what I can do and what I can bring to an NHL organization.
So then what do you do here?
Well, I think just building off of last year. You know, I had a great season here and obviously, you know, took my game to another level, and I'm just looking to build on that. But, you know, with that being said, take things day by day, you know, use my speed. Obviously, I'm coming in pretty confident, so just continue building on that.
What's that line? Confidence and you overconfident or whatever, right? Like you can't take anything for granted, but at the same time, you are firmly here.
No, for sure. And I think the thing is, too, going through things, you just get that experience under your belt. And I think being able to have that to lean on yourself and knowing what's to come and going through it, you know, all season last year and understanding what the league's about, what the team's about, what they expect from their players is all things that are great in terms of, you know, understanding that you've done it before. And with that, you know what to do, and that's where the confidence comes from. You know, being a player that's returning, obviously we have a really young group here. I feel like I can be a guy that they can lean on, knowing how things operate here. But at the end of the day, we're here to win hockey games. That's what we do here, and I think that we're going to be capable of doing that as well.
So you mentioned there's a couple of things there, the word expectation and the word young. It's going to be a young team, but the expectations have to be that you're here to win, right? How do you convey that to all these new guys and get it going?
Well, it starts with a level of pride. You know, you take playing in Milwaukee, playing for this team, and every year they've had a great team, and they've always made deep runs into the playoffs, and it's living up to that expectation. You know, there's a lot of players that would love to play here, and we all have the opportunity to do that, and I think it's something that needs to be conveyed to everybody that's new in the locker room, but also, you know, exemplified through the guys that have been here. And I think we have a good mix and guys that will do that. Before
we turned on the microphone, you said your dad whipped you and your brother in shape this summer.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it pays off.
So how was summer?
It was great. Very refreshing. Spend my summers in northern Michigan, and you know, I don't think there's any better of a place to spend your summer. So feeling great. Obviously got everything done that I needed to, you know, put on some weight in the weight room and feeling strong, and so I'm just excited.